All right, here we are, back for the final plane in this installation, the WR1 world record holder. This was the world record holder years ago. I am not sure what the current record holder is, but you can find videos of this plane, and it's still pretty amazing considering that the old Japan record is 5.8 seconds. So let's get going. We need to mark the center with a little crease. So what I like to do is I bring it together and just pinch a little section at the top to mark that center. So we're going to line them up, the edges, and I'm just going to put a little bit of a fold there. So now you can see the middle. And we're going to take one of the top corners and touch it to that line and kind of hold it there. And we want this bottom corner to end perfectly at a point. So we're going to roll this paper back until this one ends right at the bottom, close to it. This is a tricky fold here. So trying my best assist here to get it lined up. This takes a couple go-arounds. And now look what happens. So the midline is here. I'll mark that darker. The midline is there, and I ended up obviously not there. So we will just roll it closer and see if we can force the issue a little bit. Now we're still not there on the bottom, so we're going to roll it up a little bit. Force the issue again. Now we went too far. Roll it down a little bit. And there we go. That's pretty perfect. So at this point I have a couple creases on my page. Not that big of a deal because most of this is going to be buried within the rest of the plane, but you could at this point mark that point and start on a new sheet of paper. All right, so we did one side. We got to do the other. Luckily we can just kind of match it there, and then it should line up pretty perfectly at the bottom. So we are bringing this corner to the same spot approximately, and we're going to work the crease down, and a little wider here than here, but you know, I'm going to one more tweak. I'll move it down half that distance. Wow, it makes a huge difference. So there we go, it's better. So a couple shots, you'll get there. All right, so there you go. Now what we have to do, we have to fold this nose down 8 times. The actual width of the fold, think about your finger width. So you just line it up, get a decent, you know, finger width to start, and then do it again. So fold it over that edge. There we go. 2. Now it's important at this point that you start with your folds parallel with the paper. If you start one fold on an angle, you're going to end up rolling your paper in a cone shape. So try to keep it parallel. Another thing that you'll notice is these triangles here start to flap up. So after every 2 folds I make here, I just bring that down again to flatten it. Okay, now I'm going to do, that was 2, do 3, 4, flatten these sides, 5, 6, 7, and I said 8. We'll go 8. Now, however many you make, 7 or 8 or 6 or 9, determines the overall length of your plane. This is the length from nose to tail. So as you throw it, and as you want more glide, you might want to fold it 7 times because now you have more surface. If you want maybe a bit more of a quick acting plane, you might fold it another one. But for me, that's 8, and that looks pretty good. Okay, about the width of my hand. So if you need a standard. All right, so there you go. Now we bring the, we fold this up, okay, right in the middle. So we're going to fold like, sorry, with this part with this part like that. Okay, and then we will match everything nicely. Notice that chunk in the middle, so try to work that down with something. My finger doesn't fit, but I'm gonna use a pencil to kind of round it in there a little bit. Now I can fold it better. And take your time, try to get it to fold cleanly. No, it doesn't want to. The guy was saying in his video about he would fold like 20 of these at a time and test them all until he would get one or two that really worked the best. So all these little subtle variations do make a difference. Then you're going to fold your wings down. So we're going to take, similar to the dart, you're going to pick a spot and you're going to bring it down. There's one wing folded, and we're going to fold another wing to match. All right, lots of chunky paper up here, so don't worry about mashing it too tight. All right, and we have our essential plane looking similar to a dart, but similar to the glider also with this big surface. So we're going to fold up some flaps as well as we did on the glider, just for a little stability factor and tunability, adjustability. And so now I got little flaps on the wings. All right, so here's the nose of the plane, is the heavy side, and there you have it, WR1. I'll post a link to this as well so you guys can see. It'll be on your page, homepage, about get some info and maybe find that video. And this is kind of the in-between. Characteristics of the dart with the fuselage down here, and characteristics of the glider with the large surface area. So this is a nice hybrid. All right, have fun and fold 20 and find the best one. All right, so long.